we are going to talk to you about great personalities of the Black History Month. For start, we're going to talk about Muhammad Ali. He is born on January 17, 1942 in Louisville, and he died on June 3, 2016. He was a boxer and he won the gold medals at 18 years old. He was considered as the greatest boxer of all time, and he refused to join the conflict entre USA and Vietnam, and he said, "No, Viet Cong didn't never called me nigger." He was arrested and convicted of fraud, and he was dispossessed of his world title and boxing license. After, we will see who was Jesse Owens. He is born on September 12, 1913, and he died on March 31, 1980. He was an American athlete, and he was the first black athlete of international renown. During the interwar period, he was the best sprinter of the world. He won 4 gold medals in the Giro of Berlin in 1936, during the Nazi regime when Hitler was in power. Jesse Owens will counter the theory of the superiority of the Aryans and the inferiority of the black of Hitler by winning these 4 gold medals. Then there is also Carter G. Woodson. He is born on December 19, 1875, and he died on April 3, 1950. He was a former slave, and he was freed after the 13th Amendment was adopted the 6th December 1856, which abolished slavery. He studied African American history, and he is one of the first scholars to study it. He was nicknamed the father of black history. He was an African American historian, columnist, and essayist. He is also the founder of the Association for the Study of African American Life and Story.
We're going to talk about Harriet Tubman. Harriet Tubman is an American activist who was born between 1820 and 1825 and died on March 10, 1913 in Auburn, state of New York. She fought in particular in favor for the abolition of slavery from the African Americans and for the racism and the feminism after the abolition of slavery in the United States in 1865. At the same time, she was victim of severe violence as she herself was enslaved. She finally managed to escape and at the same time helped many slaves to escape. Afterwards, we're going to talk about Malcolm X. Malcolm X, born May 19, 1925 in Nebraska and died on February 21, 1965 in Harlem, is a man who is both an creator, a political activist, and preacher, an Afro-American human rights defender, and above all spokesperson for Nation of Islam. He notably left this movement in 1964 to join Sunni Islam and become a figurehead of socialism as well as of the American civil rights movement. Malcolm X is one of the great icons of African Americans' movement to abolish discrimination. Since 1979, Malcolm X Day is a public holiday in some states.